Lincoln, guess how things are running here now that Greco's gone? Like a fucking...
More than 2,000 union delegates cheered AFL-CIO President George Meany, and they offered his support for the police action against disruptive protesters in Chicago. Meany described the protesters as a group of young kooks.
This part of town's run by a man named Tony DeRazio. From what I was able to piece together, he's a real fucking weirdo. Some kind of savant when it comes to numbers.
Then he must be the one who runs Lou Marcano's books.
Runs his books, launders his money. Hell, he even manages Lou's relationships with city officials. It's Tony's job to make sure their asses stay greased.
How do I get to him?
Well, that's where things get interesting. Tony lives in the penthouse on the top floor of the Royal Hotel. Elevator access is restricted and the rest of the hotel's crawling with Tony's goons.
Well, he can't stay up there all the time. I'm gonna need a schedule for when he comes and goes.
I've been watching this cocksucker for a month now, and he's left exactly one time. That was because one of his men fucked up. Took a pipe to the poor bastard's left arm.
Well, it looks like he's got a front business he uses to issue bribes and launder Lou's money. And another one that soaks up funds from the city. I hit him. He overreacts, then I get my opening.
And fuck up things between him and Lou in the process. Be careful with this one. Just because Tony's a goddamn spastic doesn't mean he won't cut your balls off if given the chance.
Really?
Shrimp. What you call me?
I have a subscription.
You don't wear continental clothes or Stetson hats.
I'll tell you one doggone thing. It makes me feel good to know one thing. I know I'm a all right, Mama. And I know that,
You're
information for me?
The name's Lenny Davis. I work in the city clerk's office, and your friend said you could help with this guy blackmailing me.
What kind of juice makes you someone worth blackmailing?
My office approves new projects under development. I fucked up, cheated on my wife, and this guy, Jimmy Kavar, filmed it. Come to find out, the girl worked for Kavar too.
And now he owns you.
He's forcing me to rubber stamp phony building projects and cash the checks for his company, Kavar Construction. Probably seen the signs over where they're building the new city hall. Thing is, Kavar doesn't really come around unless there's a problem.
Don't worry. I'm pretty good at causing people problems.
Some of his men hang out around downtown. Look, I ain't a bad guy. I just made a mistake is all.
Keep your head down, Lenny. I'll pay Kavar's men a visit. See what they know.
Kavar's people will know more about what he's doing than I will.
So sorry.
Please be more careful.
I think
You the
you and I
reporter?
are supposed to... Harold Cawley, the Tattler. I'm covering DeRazio's little corruption racket.
Can't imagine it's good for your health, naming names in the Marcano organization.
Didn't you hear? Even cigarette smoke will kill you. So here's what I know. We've got city officials taking bribes, blackmail, juicy stuff. At the center of it all is a fellow named Frankie Bernard. The problem is, I don't know where he operates.
Might make it kind of hard to find him.
Ah, but the thing is, I hear Mr. Bernard uses debt drops. Spots where his people leave bribes for officials to pick up. And I just happen to know where they are. I also understand Frankie keeps a sweet blackmail stash of every dirty deal he's done.
I'll see if I can't get one of those couriers to give up the location for your mystery man and his little blackmail stash.
The people working for Bernard are just as secretive as he is. You might have to find some way to get them to talk.
That's bullshit. I was around the corner and like fucking glass, invisible.
Next time, stand across the fucking street.
Huh?
Hey, you listening? These people feel like they got eyes on them, they won't do business. They don't do business, that goes up.
He ain't breathing.
You're gonna tell me what you know about Frankie Bernard?
Mr. Bernard has some bagman making drops. All I know is the kind of car they're driving.
You answer to me.
Again?
That's gunfire!
Get out of here. Save any kind of face.
Are you serious?
How about I drive?
Hold it! Who the fuck invited you?
How's Frankie Bernard make his money?
The drink that keeps me moving and grooving, rocking and socking, snapping and yakking. Icy cold rocket fuel that ignites my boosters and sends me screaming around the bend so I can talk a mile a minute, 4 hours a day. Swift Cola's what I'm talking about, baby. Swift Cola gives me that wild, zippy zing, that weird, beautiful boost, that crazy hopped-up brain rush that gets my mojo working.
You about to kill both of us!
Spill, let's go!
It's clean, it's bold. Buy it by the bottle, buy it by the can, buy it by the case. Swift Cola. You dig?
You barely missed that, motherfucker! I say one word and I'm a dead man!
Stop wasting my fucking time!
This was my mama's car! Fuck!
The smooth sound of New Bordeaux. WVC 1150.
My folks dropped me on my head! I don't remember shit!
Your time's running out!
Boss is running things out of the Imperial Bad Hell spot. He's keeping the politicians in line with dirty pictures he got stashed there.
I see you again. It's your ass. I'm downtown. I need to...
Aye, I'll get her.
I'm ready for a resupply downtown.
Going at you. Hang tight.
You want this out of here?
Going straight to the bank.
Show me what you got.
Okay. Happy with that. See you later.
Appreciate it.
Welcome back to Native Son, dear listener. You know, it's been 4 weeks since the Reds' tanks rolled through Prague. Soviet so-called Union has continued to keep its stranglehold on Eastern Europe, and I'll tell you, it's... From what I'm reading, these Czechs aren't making it easy for those Ruskies. In fact, the men and women of Czechoslovakia are pushing back against their invaders without using an ounce of force. No guns, no violence, they're just outsmarting the Reds and letting them chase their own tails. How can you this revolution and not want to do something? How see this revolution and think that Trotskyists and the Leninists are nothing more than schoolyard bullies, the kind you can topple over and put your mind to. How can the Johnson mission not see this?
It's not too late to go to the police.
Time for a beat. Would you just move on? This here is some private shit. Keep moving. Grabbing some cover! In my sights, motherfucker! He's picking us off! You're one of our boys! Gonna fillet you! Get out of here! Fuck! Reload! Fucking flash! Look who I found!
Watch it.
I'm on to you, buddy.
Now that I have your attention, you can die. Cocksucker!
Gun! Gun! Oh my god, he has a gun!
I'm downtown and about ready for a resupply.
Going at you. Hang tight.
You spot anything you can
Show me
use?
what you got.
Don't deal. I'm out of here. You won't be able to anyone.
Where you at?
I'll get Bud. He can help me dump it all tomorrow.
Well, now, who said anything about dumping anything?
I put my own away on
Woods
backwards.
brought straight through.
That's when I figured
If
it out.
anybody looks at it,
Spread out the shipment. Mix the bad with that pint. What was that? Good.
I know you're working for Kavar. Tell me what he's up to.
Mr. Kavar just moved a shit ton of stuff, and the money's just sitting there, waiting for somebody to take it.
You can thank me later.
Be some manners in there. What's he thinking? Take him down. Still here, motherfucker. I'll fucking kill you! You got... know he's got a gun!
But I will say, this shit I got here is top of the line material. Ain't no better price than all.
You killed him! I fucking have to kill him!
That didn't sound right.
You sons of bitches! Huh? You fucking punks! I'll find the bastard!
You see that fucker?
Just get to the phone! They say they're dead! Dead, you hear me? Oh, fuck! You're fucking
My
dead!
dog's gonna hunker down! I'll fucking vouch for you and Mr. Kabar. Both of you pricks! That's some good shit! Put this thieving piece of shit
goes mine!
Don't use it. Why don't you recall so?
Grab some cover! There's a hole! Nice piece of hardware.
That fucker...
What the hell? There he is. Slip behind. Going out like that. Yeah, shoot at.
Gotta unload some bread in downtown.
Be there soon. Your money's always safer with me. Guess our business is done here.
Watch it.
Watch what you're doing.
I swear I heard something. Call sauce. Comes a time when you need to quit down.
He ain't coming this way, is he?
Fresh body here. Let's come this way. I'm ducking now. Oh, Lord, see me through this. Run! Who you think you fucking with? Let me live through this. This is nobody's fault but yours. That's him! Let's go! Fire it! Fire it now! Just get to the phone. We get shot up! lady. Come on, how about it up?
Let's look this way. Looking over here now.
Found it!
Gotta unload some bread.
Hold your horses, I'll get to you.
Need to make a deposit, sugar? Going straight to the bank.
Set of Hot Wheels, just like you ordered.
That's a big help.
Fuck was that?
Now, why do you want to go and rip off Mr. DeRazio?
I'm sorry! Tell Mr. DeRazio I'll do anything to make it right! Anything!
Oh, anything? Try flying, you sticky-fingered piece of shit!
The hell was that? There ain't shit out there. The fuck's making that sound?
Don't like the sound of that. Let me know if you're okay. Hey, there's no getting away, boy. I'm not here with nothing.
Am I mentioning things?
Ain't welcome here, nothing.
Hey, the fucking eye! Oh! Sucker!
shitty radio commercials. Don't really know what to say about that.
She said to his office. His office. The whole thing has her mother written all over it.
Yeah? Oh, fuck. I got enough to worry about.
Coming through.
Hey now.
Kiss my white ass. We ain't kin, so fuck off.
Nice piece you got there. Noisy as hell the other night. The
Motherfucker's got business to attend to.
Nuisance is what it is.
Coming through.
Hey now.
Pardon me.
Wanna come fishing out in the bayou?
Huh?
It's left, I just think they should lock him up.
Just want him up.
You saying you wouldn't have it?
The jazz bar in Pearl Harbor.
And commies one.
So you gonna go enlist? You feel so strong about it. Oh, what?
Whatever it takes to find you, boy.
Where'd he come from?
I ain't seen nothing. Nothing.
God.
Running for cover! Guess that's that then. How the hell did he get away? Only so many places to hide, partner!
Must have run him off. Go see if he's over there.
Oh, my mistake.
Shit. Check the other side.
What are you doing with a firearm, son?
He's got a gun!
You fucking with...
Goddamn quiet.
I can't die.
Oh, shit. What next?
My fault.
My mistake.
Motherfucker's got business to attend to.
God damn it! You got another one.
Where do you think you're going with that?
Try over here.
He's over here, you bunch of fuckwits!
We're dropping like fucking flies!
got this.
That's him. Let's go.
Gotta unload some bread in downtown.
Sure thing, Cher. Heading your way now.
Your
Keep this
money's
safe.
all safer with me.
Kaval Construction is a wreck. Mr. Kaval's really appeared Jimmy Kaval called. He's at the City Hall construction site and wants to see me. He knows. I don't know how, but he knows I've been helping you people. He's gonna kill me, or I'm going to jail. Then he'll kill me. Oh, God.
Go home to your wife, Lenny. Pack a bag, get out of town for a couple days. When you get back, this'll all be over.
You'll talk to Jimmy?
Sure.
Kavar's waiting for you. I'm gonna follow your advice. Get out of town.
So-called women's liberation activists protested the recent Miss America pageant in Atlantic City. The pageant exploits women. Protesters unfurled a large banner emblazoned with the words, Women's Liberation. They then threw curlers, girdles.
What was City even doing there? Cream killed his ass fucking...
Don't like the sound of that.
Shit, is that a gun?
Look out.
Watch yourself.
I do not fucking like this.
Oh, I'm calling the police. Run! Run! Come fishing out in the bayou? Bitches.
That looks like fun.
Excuse me.
Wake up, bitch! Oh, shit!
Cocksucker! Got it! Over here!
Let's do this! For fuck's sake! Settle now. Found something. For fuck's sake. I gotta reload!
Gonna leave what's left to you to my dogs.
Winged him! shit down! Get that stupid son bitch! Yeah! That'll fucking miss! There, you see him? I'm boxed in! Head down! Shoot this shit up! In my sights, motherfucker! In position! Let's do this! Hey, got no move here! Fuck! Get me to the goddamn hospital! Fuck! I'm out! Fuck me! Ah, get on my back, goddammit! I got no move here! Fuck! Asshole's trying to ask me! Covering my ass! He killed another one of ours? Fuck! He got me pinned!
Tony D is gonna bury me. You hear? Bury me.
Worried about the wrong man, Jimmy. Send whoever you got downtown. We gotta secure it while we can.
Okay, my boys are gonna come over and make sure it's all nice and locked down. But I ain't doing it as a favor. I expect you to look out for me. Remember, we're supposed to take down Marcano together.
Anyone who thinks Sammy Robinson was the Mardi Gras mastermind is a moron. Just because he was involved doesn't mean it was his idea. And none of the evidence ever added up. The money wasn't recovered, and Sammy didn't shoot himself in the back of the head and then burn down his own bar. The only reason people believe Sammy was behind it was his skin color.
We're gonna lose a whole goddamn day over this. You know that, don't you?
Sir, it is not my fault. That plan said 14 feet.
Inches. That wall was supposed to start 14 inches back.
Get behind something! How you doing, Mafia? Ever been to Blondie?
They keep saying the hippies are well-intentioned, but misunderstood because of the way they dress. I told them what they're wearing has nothing to do with it. It's their draft-dodging cowardice that's offensive to me. Sure.
Oh, sorry!
Doesn't matter what you say or do anymore. Someone's gonna get all riled up over it. We're raising a generation of overly sensitive assholes who never separated from their mama's teeth.
My brother, you got laid off. I'll break you in half!
Going for cover! Oh, sorry!
Gotta unload some bread in downtown.
Sure thing, Cher. Heading your way now.
All the pleasure comes through, but none of the
What can I take off your
Better
hands?
not lose this.
On my way. Call me if you need me.
Let me go find your shell.
Yeah!
Gordo? It's your Uncle Lou. What are you doing this weekend? Bring the family down to the French Ward for good eats and good times. Come on down to Corley's for the family fun deal. With any 2 adult plates, all kids' plates are free. And grown-ups, Friday and Saturday night, take your receipts over to Big Mouse for half off your first drink order. Only in the French Ward.
Huh? You're welcome here, nuts, Commissioner. It's a little extra this morning. I know where you went, fucker! Of course. Our employers always look out for their friends. Boys. Thanks for cover. This is your day to die.
Get behind him.
Yes.
Got a feet on him. You a surprise. I can't fucking move.
You've really got poor Frankie in a bit of hot water over at the bathhouse. Sorry, shitty pun. Because of you, Tony DeRazio's having a hard time controlling the city's politicos, so he's ordered Frankie to keep an eye on the Imperial. It's a third strike, you're dead situation. How do you think you'll handle old Frankie?
That's all up to him.
Hey, I could tag along, my camera's in the car, and...
You want to dig up more dirt for your rag, you do it on your own time. I ain't gonna drag your libelous ass all over town.
I get it. I get it. Be seeing you. If you kill Bernard, be sure to let me know what happened, okay?
I'm downtown and about ready for a resupply. Gotta
be out directly.
You want something? You let me know.
Let me see what you got.
Use it in good head. I'm heading out.
Keep this safe.
Bonsoir, chérie.
We need to find some ground.
What?
What's so different? It's once the bastion of old money and gentility.
We got a problem! For fuck's sake! Now you're This town's going right down.
Hey, man, get!
Don't look back. Just get to the farm.
Don't stick around, go!
Looks like that Captain Hunt was there, right? Keep searching, boys. Doing with a firearm, son. Fine. Let's look someplace else. We got ourselves a gift. You gonna get y'all?
Oh, God. Oh, God.
We got us a gunfight.
Up in your own side.
That hurt surprise, motherfucker! Grab us some cover! Fuck, I'm out! Asshole's out of ammo! Yeah, cut that
This is the way you... That feels real good.
First whiskey, you know? Uncle Lou, I mean. Hell, Lou Marcano was all drinks for any kid with guts enough to hang in French Ward.
You don't say. He bought me my first drink, too.
I'm downtown and about ready for a resupply.
Be out directly.
Everything you see is what you got. I'll be... This is done. You know how to find it.
Now I'm going to lick.
The nest. Maybe. That's distressing. Poor asshole Bob. How's it going? What are you doing with a firearm, son? Huh?
Coming through.
Watch where you go. Come on. Gonna take my time with your time. Cover my ass. There's a doornail. Out of the way. Stir it up. Oh, shit. What now? Please. That's a nice peek.
Coming through.
Get your ass around him. I see him. There he is. Pretty mermaid.
Go, bastard. Can't kill all of us. We got ourselves a gift. That's some good shit. He's got...
Cocksucker!
He's all yours, boys. At that?
that's live, dipshit.
Fuck!
Ready.
Give it to him!
Haven't seen you in a coon's age, Cap. You gotta get out more. Guess it's easier to get rid of Barbieri than to get rid of his shitty radio commercials. Goddamn beat.
That deli. There it is. Been open for like a week now. Can't get my boot down.
Huh? Always rode the Ferris wheel. I ain't straight, essentially.
FHA sides there.
Dear God damn it.
The landlord can point it back.
And who's in the room with you, Alan?
Mr. DeRazio's man.
What was that? Alan, Mr. Bernard. Hello?
He's...
What was that? Alan, Mr. Bernard.
Get out of here!
So what? You gonna kill me now? Good idea.
Call the cops!
I'm downtown. Need some help securing it.
Yeah, no problem. My guys are on their way. We're gonna keep this district locked down good and tight. Just don't get amnesia or some shit about who kept things running over here.
The investigation was a mess from the very start. The locals did everything they could to keep us out of it, but that wasn't the worst of it. Someone actually broke into our offices and not only stole all of our files, but they also took most of our surveillance equipment.
This is a nice place. They're gonna stick it around later, taking the steam.
Civil Rights Act was just the beginning.
I feel depressed, I feel so bad. 'Cause you're the best girl that I've ever had. I can't get your love, I can't get affection. Oh, little girl, psychotic reaction. And it feels like this.
ready to lay hands on...
How did you manage to get to Tony DeRazio?
I had bugs and wiretaps all over the damn place. When that weirdo left the Royal Hotel to deal with one of his men, I was listening.
Tony, I didn't know you was coming. I'm just packing away your latest shipment.
How long you been running this business, Joe?
I don't know, 5, 6 years?
5 years, 3 months, and 18 days. Well, this is turned.
Look, I know I've been lied, but it ain't my fault.
I've always placed a premium on maintaining order. If you let the rot set in, eventually it will take hold and destroy everything you've built. The only solution is to isolate it, eradicate it before it takes hold. You understand, Joe?
Christ, Tony, you gotta listen to me. Some nuts out there shooting the hell out of everything. You know how many of my men he killed?
Yes. Dominic, is it? You will take the armored car and personally oversee the collection of all outstanding monies owed to us. Am I clear on this?
Yes, Mr. Razio.
Once you have collected what is due, deliver it directly to me at the hotel. The code to the elevator is 0451.
From there, Lincoln had a couple of options. He could use the elevator code and go into the lobby, which meant shooting the hell out of the place. Or he could steal Dominic's car and go in quiet through the hotel's parking garage.
When you're in the hotel, grab a couple of those little fancy soaps. They don't give me any more at the motel.
In me. A little more bite, a little less spark. A little less fight, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart, baby. Satisfy me. Satisfy me, baby. Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking. Come on, come on. 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 Don't procrastinate, don't articulate, girl. Satisfy me. Uncle Lou. What are you doing this weekend? Bring the family down to the French Ward for good eats and good times. Come on down to Corley's for the family fun deal. With any 2 adult plates, all kids' plates are free. And grown-ups, Friday and Saturday night, take your receipts over to Big Mouse for half off your first drink order. Only in the French Ward.
Pull on in, Dominic. Park anywhere.
I was gone for a minute. Tony wouldn't mind. Mr. TheVivalajady. And how long have you been here? A month?
Self-conscious, stiff, like I had too, Leslie.
Over here! He's over here!
My buddy Al gave me an ice.
Gonna fillet you!
And then another one. And then 3 more. Or maybe it was 4. Suddenly, I found myself doing the fruit. Then the swim. Then the Watusi. And I didn't even know I knew the Watusi. Or who I was dancing with, or what happened to my pants, or why I was wearing a bra on my head. And I didn't even care. I could dance. Life's just better with an ice-cold Stone Premium beer. Made from crystal clear.
Everyone knows there's only one place to go. The lounge at the luxurious Royal Hotel.
Enjoy your favorite cocktails and to the music of the Eddie Farmer Orchestra as the entire city of New Orleans stretches below.
From downtown to the French Ward, from Frisco Fields to Point Verdun.
So I gotta hear stories about some bitch running all over the goddamn place, smashing our shit to pieces? I wanna know what the fuck's going on down there. You hear me?
It would be difficult not to.
What?
I've already taken the appropriate steps to address the situation. Believe me, things are well in hand.
Well, they fucking better be. If this thing with the judge goes sideways, shit's gonna roll downhill real fucking quick.
We haven't lost anything of any significance except for some men, and they can be replaced. In fact, they're the easiest thing to replace.
Saul doesn't give 2 shits about any of those stupid fucks. All he cares about is the people that matter. Understand?
I understand completely. And you have my word that all payments will continue as scheduled. None of our business associates need to concern themselves with our recent difficulties.
Yeah? Okay. I'm counting on you here, Tony. Don't fuck this up.
Goodbye.
Take the rest of the day off.
Okay, here's the thing, Congressman. When Mr. DeRazio made his very genius... Okay, how about this one? I
Heard something over there.
It's all yours, boy. Say we try that.
Slide, dick.
Taking cover. My dog's
Gonna leave what's left of you to my dogs. Time to die, asshole. He's clicking.
gotta hunker down.
Say goodnight to the ass.
I'm still here, motherfucker. Can't move.
You so fucking done?
Got him! Over here!
Ain't no way you getting past here, boy.
Oh, you...
Grab a cover. Get him! Dropping like fucking flies. Fucker asked him. Hit him from the other side! Grabbing cover! I'm fucking stuck! Look what the cat brought you!
Get that stupid son of a bitch! To the asshole.
Look who I found!
Circle around here.
Let's go down! When I'm done.
You ain't that fly, dipshit.
Fuck off! Hands up!
You certainly are audacious, aren't you? Filthy fucking mongrel.
You made quite the mess of my operation. Do you have any idea what you
You really think you know how all this is gonna play out, don't you? Idiot! Go ahead. Kill me. I'll be replaced tomorrow. No one will even notice.
You're wrong. Everyone will notice.
War on the streets of our fair city as a gunman stormed the Royal Hotel, killing an untold number of men.
There was a loud crash, like a bomb going off. I looked up and there was a man falling from the top of the building.
Then all these men showed up and every one of them had a gun. They ran into the Royal and that's when the shooting started.
I still don't know how the hell Lincoln got out of that hotel.
Wait, Tony's still alive.
run, rabbit, run?
Oh, that felt real good.
Grab and cover.
Taking my shot.
Keep your guns on that goddamn elevator. Get up and
Sorry
see
about
if he's
that.
still in there.
Hey there. Dead asshole! Yeah! Oh, that piece of shit! Taking cover!
I'm gonna piss on your corpse and fuck your mother!
Kill one of our boys! Get behind him! Him up! He's going out like that. He's empty! Gold!
Getting out of here!
Need to reload! He's over here! Move! I'm boxed in! Help me out! Time to burn!
Cover my ass!
located. On-scene units engaging.
Hells are coming!
It's hot. It's cool. It's WVCE. New Bordeaux. WVCE.
All units, negative visual on suspect. Begin search.
There you are, lad. Looking forward to seeing where this shite goes.
This here's our first step toward breaking Marcano and taking over the city. I hear what y'all got to say, but I decide who gets the turf. And in the end, my decision is final.
Is this a goddamn joke? Look, I know you knew to call in the shots, but my guys are working that action as we speak. So where's the fucking question?
From where I'm sitting, it looks like you already got a plan for this part of the city.
This is the first I'm hearing of this shit. So I figured you got your plans worked out, but goddamn, you know how to get these white boys riled up.
I'm all for making a big
You need to show me you serious.
What's the word, Link?
We got a long road ahead.
Who's it gonna be, Lincoln?
Share the wealth.
So what's it gonna be, Chief?
Calling this one for Scaletta.
About fucking time. Always knew you had a good head on your shoulders.
I guess that's that. And make sure you don't fuck it up.
Y'all can sit out the next one, cause I'll be damned if it ain't coming to me.
We're done for now. You'll hear from me if I need you.
Police are intensifying their search for the colored male believed to be responsible for the massacre at the Royal Hotel. The suspect is described as 6 feet 3 inches and is believed
They're
to be
saying
armed.
you threw Tony off the roof of the Royal?
Actually, it was through his penthouse window.
You always had a flair for the dramatic.
Tony's ledger. Last couple pages are pretty interesting.
Any idea what US 5CJ means? Wait a minute. Holy shit. Why is Lou willing to comp 10 grand a month at a brothel and the same at a drug den?
Based on what Greco told me and Scaletta, Marcano's laying out a bunch of money to get gambling legalized. And if that's what you're after, who better to have in your pocket?
Then a judge on the 5th Circuit Court of Appeals, US 5CJ.
Exactly.
There have to be over 20 judges on that bench. Could be any one of them.
The kind of man we're talking about isn't used to people getting into his business. I start visiting the places listed in that ledger, he'll panic and go to Lou for help.
And that's when we'll find out who he is.
Keep that wiretap running.
Never turn it off.
about sending some new wheels to Delray Hollow?
On it, lad. Just getting her warmed up.
Set of hot wheels, just like you ordered.
Appreciate it.
This is New Bordeaux News. Prominent local businessman Anthony D'Orazio was murdered today when an unknown suspect stormed his residence at the Royal Hotel. Witnesses at the scene saw D'Orazio fall from the window of his penthouse apartment.
There was a loud crash, like a bomb going off. I looked up and there was a man falling from the top of the building.
Police have declined to say whether or not they have any leads or a name for the suspect in the case.
What a drag it is getting old.
How about sending some new wheels to Delray Hollow?
Aim slammed at the moment.
How about sending some new wheels to Delray Hollow?
Aye. I'll get her out to you right away.
One car as promised.
Appreciate it.
Doing out there? Holla's got something to speak about. So open up your ears and get ready to receive. This time we're gonna discuss our government. What's it doing for you? Paving the road, keeping the mill running, protecting and serving? Your answer probably depends on who you are, where you live, and the shade of your skin. But right now, we're going to be discussing one specific organization operating with the full support of our current administration. And that is the FBI. Turns out those motherfuckers are doing everything possible to undermine the black voice and the black vote. Even going so far as to target our black leaders. And who you think they consider to be the most dangerous black leader? Try Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. May he rest in peace. After Dr. King gave his I Have a Dream speech in 1963, the FBI labeled him, and I quote, the most dangerous and effective Negro leader in the country. Our federal government labeled a man who preached only peace dangerous. A man who spoke on hope, hard work, and dedication was now considered a threat. And the FBI proceeded to track his every move. To this past April, he was murdered outside a Memphis motel. What was that? You don't believe me? The U.S. government wouldn't allow one of their own agents to do something so horrible as that. Why don't you ask our fellow Americans of Japanese heritage what they think our government's capable of? Ones rounded up like cats in the internment camps, right here on American soil during World War II. Try asking our Indian brothers and sisters fighting for their survival on the very land stolen out from under them, what they think our government's capable of. Ask the fucking Kennedys. But why would the FBI do something like this? It's simple. They see every black man, woman, and child as an agitator, a problem. Gone are the good old days of the obedient nigger picking cotton and shoving shit. Today the black man is nothing but a threat. Now more than ever. We have politicians giving speeches and taking photos with little black babies. You better believe they got no interest in colored folks rising out of the ghetto. And they don't even want the ghetto rising out of the ghetto. Unless the white folks are gonna move in. In public, our politicians make a big hoopty about civil rights. While in private, they got the largest domestic law enforcement agency in the country calling a man a god dangerous. Think about that for a second, New Bordeaux. If they see Dr. King as a threat to their American dream, how do they see me? How do they see you? And maybe you gotta ask yourself, how do you want to be seen? All right now, our time together has reached its end. Never forget that the holler is always watching. Always listening.
You ever heard of Enzo Conti?
Think Sammy mentioned him a time or two.
He's 61, old school mob. Been running Barclay Mills for decades. He started off extorting the railroad and moved on into industrial waste. All the heavy construction equipment and supplies for the casino, steel, concrete molds, that kind of thing, was all brought in via Enzo's trains.
All that shit has to be worth millions. Enzo didn't just hand it over to any cat who walked in the door. Marcano's a felon, so he's got to have a partner, someone who's legit.
If he does, that person's buried deep. I went through the paperwork. It's a goddamn maze.
Which means we need to get Enzo to tell.
According to my sources, Enzo's not a big fan of the casino. Thinks anyone who's not Sal Marcano's gonna end up getting fucked.
So I might be able to use that to flip him.
Probably have to squeeze him pretty hard, but it's worth a shot. He's still involved in the railroad and has to store all that industrial waste somewhere, so I'd start there.
Once I take his district from him, I'll give him a call from the motel, offer him an out.
And if that fails, you could always give him a Hanoi hangman.
There.
Look who it is. Good to see you up and breathing, Connie.
Fuck, man. It got kind of crazy when you was taking over the warehouse in River Road, but I got out all right.
Heard you know something about the Barclay train yard.
Yep. This is more independent-like between the two of us. That friend of yours in the nice tan suit figured you need eyes and ears on Pete Santini's shipping operation.
What's Santini up to?
He's a protection man here in Barclay. You want to see whatever you put on a train end up where it's supposed to be? You gotta pay Pete's people.
Sounds kind of small time for one of Marcano's outfits.
Give the man a prize. Ever wonder why this city's got so many guns? Marcano and Enzo got Santini running them. You bust up them deals and you put the hurt on Pete's business.
All right. I'll see about getting my hands on that map. Be seeing you.
You know the drill. Lean on Santini's people, see what they got to say.
Has been created by the House Committee on Un-American Activities. The aim is to determine if the recent riots during the Democratic National Convention were inspired and motivated by radical communist elements in this country.
Not what I expect. This was a mistake. I don't want any trouble.
Someone told me you work at the dump, that you might have information for me. Now, your name's Maria, right?
Mm-hmm. Maria Bava. I've only been at the dump a couple of months. Accounts receivable. I know. Glamorous. Paul Simmons runs the place. Everybody calls him Puppy, though. You've got to stop him.
Stop him from doing what?
Dumping waste in the bay, extorting drivers from other garbage companies, but that's...
That's not the worst thing they're doing, is it?
Mister, they're killing people. Puppy... Mr. Simmons doesn't know how to keep his voice down on the phone, but he was arguing with one of the cleaners, kept saying how they'd been paid to get rid of somebody.
You know when these cleaners will be around?
No, but some of the other guys who work for the dump might.
I'll chase down information on these cleaners, along with the rest of the dump's business. It's gonna be all right, Maria. You did the right thing.
Some of Mr. Simmons' people might know more about the illegal dumping and the bodies.
My, am I pleased to see you.
How you doing?